How is it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rocket League here at Esports Ohio Premier Match week number 7, I believe. And we're going to be seeing Teays Valley versus Dublin Coffman as we get started here. First match, a big shot from Foch and a goal off the bat for Teays Valley. Very nice goal there from Foch. I'm not sure what the rest of his name is, so we're just going to go with Foch. Again, Foch going to defend his ball, and a shot from Dublin Coffman's not going to result in anything as Silas now trying to center the ball for his team. Dublin Coffman go for the shot. Draco goes in, but Tim Time is able just barely, no, it's not going to work out. Hits the ball just a little bit too far to the right. And that's going to lead to Draco getting that goal just barely. Not enough force from Tim Time. Matthew Diaz tries to scoop it out of the net. It's not going to work out, leading us to a 1-1 game. Silas now trying to center the ball once again as Draco comes in to back him up, and Foch trying to get that ball out. Silas with the demo onto Tim Time, trying to disrupt the defense of Teays. Even score going into third minute here. A good save by Matthew. Tim Time trying to take the ball up. Foch, we'll say. Goes to hit the ball as Matthew Davis tries to follow it up. It's not going to work out. Rich Miri tries to keep the ball going. Silas off the ceiling is going to try to pass the ball for his team. Foch getting another shot onto goal there. A good save by Rich Miri as Silas now takes the ball for Dublin Coffman up the field, and now it's in the corner. Rich going to get the center. Tim Time trying to disrupt it, make sure it doesn't happen. Successful this time. Foch tries to follow the ball up. He's going to center the ball for Draco, and he's just barely going to miss it. That right side there. Foch now tries to take the ball towards center, and Rich is going to be there to stop that from happening. Tim Time tries to get it past Silas. He's going to win that battle in the end. Draco now trying to keep the momentum going for the side of Teays Valley. Rich goes for a shot. Matthew is going to be able to get over the head of him, but it's not going to matter. A little bit too high there, just above the goal. As Silas tries to center the ball for his team. Foch is going to be there to back it up, so is Matthew. Foch going for a shot from far back. It isn't going to work out as Rich is able to just get it past Tim Time. And Rich Miri with the second goal for Dublin Coffman. Would just barely get it over the head of Tim Time. Silas now takes the ball. Tim Time is going to stop that advance from him and going to follow it up for a center. Is anyone there to back it up? Rich Miri is able to pass that ball to Draco. Silas able to keep the ball going. Rich goes for the shot, is just barely gonna miss it. Draco tries to follow it up and is able to get that ball just by brute force. 3-1 now, Dublin Coffman up 2. 1 minute left on the clock. Teays Valley is going to have to come up with some sort of response if they want to continue in this game. First game of the series. Tim Time goes for a shot from far back. Silas is there to pick it up. And Rich is able to pick it off that. Fochi just barely misses it, but it doesn't matter. The ball just barely hitting the right side of the goal there. Fochi goes for a shot from far back again as Draco gets it over the top of the two Teays Valley players. And Draco tries to go for another one. Is Silas able to back it up? No, Matthew's able to disrupt the play. Draco rotates out. Rich Meary rotates in. Tim Time tries to get the ball over the head of the Dublin Coffman players, but Silas now doing the same. 10 seconds left on the clock for this first game. And another goal able to be scored by Draco. Just not enough players for Teays Valley. No one in net to save that one as Draco just gets it over the heads of the Teays Valley players. Making it 4-1 with 3 seconds left on the clock. The ball has to touch the ground for the game to end as Silas is going to bring it up top. Try to keep this game going. Getting one more as Rich goes for a shot. Oh, just barely. Dublin Coffman winning the first game of the series. And yeah, that wasn't entirely, I mean, very good plays from the side of Dublin Coffman, able to work up, do the rotates really well. They seem to have that good sort of team flow. And Teays Valley just messing up a little bit. Still have enough time in the bank to figure out the flow, get that mojo going. We start our second game now. Fochi gonna be able to get that ball into the corners. Tim Time tries to center it. Draco now left alone, and Matthew Davis is able to get it over him for the first goal of the second game. Goes to Teays Valley. Matthew able to see an opportunity. Draco just barely missing the ball and able to secure the first goal of the game for Teays Valley. They're going to want to keep that momentum going as Fochi now tries to center it for his team. Silas and Tim Time going to take that ball from Silas, but Draco there with the clear. Going to pass it right to Silas. Silas tries to pass it back to Rich. Rich now goes for the center. Is anyone there to back it up? Tim Time tries to disrupt the play, but Draco's up in the air for it. So is Silas. Able to get that double tap off the wall, and is no, Tim Time's able to block off the aggression from Rich Meary. Silas continuing to put on that pressure, not giving them any time to breathe here. Fochi goes and misses the shot. Tim Time's just going to get the right bounce at the right time. Is able to clear it to the left, but Silas now right in front of the goal. Is he able to do anything? Fochi's there to save. Rich goes for another shot, but Tim Time with a great save. And another great save from Tim Time. Shot from Draco. And Tim Time following it up again. Able to center the ball. Is they able to get anything? Draco's there to stop it. Silas goes for a shot. Matthew Diaz is there to block the aggression. Fochi missing it. And same with Tim Time. I think Matthew's back in time to stop that ball. A little bit of confusion, and Silas is able to score that goal from just barely, Tim Time just barely missing the ball. Getting a little caught up there with Matthew Diaz in the corner, stuck in a little bit of a Rule 1 with his own teammate. Bochy goes for a shot right off the gate, and it's going to be perfect. Just calculated where that needs to go. Fochi just barely. Rich Miri almost had it there, but not enough. Going to be 2-1 now. Still in favor of Teays Valleys for the second game. 3 minutes left on the clock, though. Plenty of time for plenty of action as Silas now tries to center the ball. Matthew Diaz is there to disrupt that play as Fochi now tries to get the ball towards the goal. Rich Miri just gets the ball out of his net. Silas goes for a great aerial shot there. The pass from Rich goes off the wall and into the goal. Fochi just not able to react fast enough. It's a great goal there, making it 2-2. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. Silas wins the face-off. Gonna center the ball if they can. Tim Time going for the demo onto Draco. Disrupt a little bit of the Dublin Coffman aggression. Matthew Diaz now tries to take it up. Silas is gonna take it up into the air yet again as they're able to stop it. Tim Time's able to just get enough on the play, but it doesn't matter. Silas is there. His car falls rather into the perfect spot. And even if Silas didn't fall that way, Draco was there to back him up. Dublin Coffman now winning the ahead in the second game. 2 minutes left on the clock. Rich Miri gets the ball past two of the Teays Valley players. Draco barely misses it as Fochi and Tim Time are trying to get it, but they're too far ahead. Rich Miri is able to score. The rotates there from the Teays Valley players just not lining up. You can see all three of them back. No one defending the goal. Is going to lead to another goal for Dublin Coffman. Tim Time now tries to pass the ball up to Fochi. Gets ready for it to be centered. It's not going to work out that way. Still goes for the ball there. Rich Miri tries to clear it. Draco does the same, and Rich Miri is able to follow it up into the corner. Fochi's able to slap that ball into his offensive zone as Matthew Diaz now goes for a shot. It's not going to end up with anything as Rich Miri now has control of the ball and gets it over Fochi and is able to follow it up over Tim Time, and because of that is able to score. Just so much force behind that ball, so much speed. Tim Time just not able to get the hit that he wants onto the ball. It's going to cost him another goal. Five to 2 now with a minute left on the clock. Not impossible here for Teays Valley, but they have to start soon. Silas tries to go for a shot. It's just barely going to miss it as Fochi and Tim Time are battling for the ball. Silas now using the boost to get the ball up into the air so Draco can come in for a shot. It's not going to work out, but Rich Miri is there to back it up, leading to another goal for Dublin Coffman. You can see just the relentless pressure that they're putting on the Teays Valley players, giving them no time to react. 2-6 now in the second game. 38 seconds left on the clock. Silas gets it over the heads of Tim Time and Matthew Diaz. Tim Time tries to go for the clear when Rich Miri is going to win the battle. Draco now goes to try to center it. Rich Miri gets in position. 10 seconds now on the clock. Foci goes for a shot. It's just going to hit the top corner and not result in a goal. 2 seconds left. Silas goes for a demo, and they're going to let that ball fall. Maybe not. Richie's going to try to follow it up, but it's not going to work out. Dublin Coffman takes the second game in this series. Still, it seemed like Teays Valley had a good start. They just have to keep that momentum going throughout the rest of the game. And a couple times where they're caught out on their rotates, but certainly not impossible. And that starts game 3 as a sub for Teays Valleys comes in, like SSD now coming into play. Foci goes for a shot. Rich Miri is able to follow that ball up. Silas getting over the top of head of SSD. Foci goes for a shot from half court. Silas is there to swipe that off and follow the ball up. Silas now tries to center the ball for his team. He does, but no one's there to back it up in time as Foci tries to win the battle against Draco to the ball. Draco's going to end up winning as SSDD comes in for the clear. Tim Time's going to demo Draco in the air. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Silas gets it over 2 players there, and Draco just barely missing it, still right in front of the goal. Is Rich able to get it? No, he's not. Tim Time with the final clear there as Silas tries to look for another opportunity. Gonna go up into the air. Tim Time's gonna say no, and Foci with the demo onto Rich. Gonna be able to take control of the ball, but Silas from far back tries to go for a shot. Draco and Silas now. Silas goes for the pass towards Draco. It's not going to work out. Tim Time's able to get it. Foci's able to get it over the heads of Rich Miri. And that's going to result in the first goal of the game, again going to Teays Valley. You can see Silas just barely not able to get the front bumper of his car onto the ball. It's going to cost them the goal. SSDD wins the face-off as Rich Miri now goes to try to clear it. Both players are going to miss the ball for Dublin Coffman. Foci goes for the center. Draco's up in the air against Tim Time. Draco's going to have more control over it and send it out. Rich follows him up with the ball. Foci's able there to stop it. Goes back into the hands of Silas as Tim Time wins the fight in the air. Goes for the center. Draco's there to try to slap it out of the way. Silas ends up getting onto it. SSD now goes against Silas and is not able to win it. Foci just barely missing it again, making this game 1-1. Not enough boost there to get to it in time. Time wins the face-off of this third and potentially final game. And Draco with a free goal there. The pass from Silas. Tim Time and SSDD both just miss it ever so slightly, giving Draco free reign. Come in and score the second goal for Dublin Coffman. Tim Time again goes for the face-off. Foci is able to get his bumper on the ball. It's not going to work out. SSDD just missing it ever so slightly again, and Draco is able to get the ball into the net once again, making it 3-1. With Tim Time just not enough time there to get the ball out of the net. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for Teays Valley to come back. They have to start soon as Rich just from all the way back with a ton of force gets it over the heads of the Teays Valley players. You can just see the speed on that. Fochi and Tim Time not able to react to it. Making it 4-1 now. Silas gets the ball. Wins the face-off. Has it in the corner. Is going to go for the center. Pass to Rich and Draco. Draco actually touching the ball. I think that pass was meant for Rich. Tim Time now goes for a shot. Draco and Rich are able to deflect it a little bit as Silas goes up in the air to try to carry it towards Teays Valley's goal. Tim Time's going to be able to stop it. Draco goes for a shot. Fochi's there to back it up. Rich Meary desperately tries to center it. Fochi's going to clear it and go for the center now. It's going to work out. Do they have the speed? Tim Time not able to hit that ball in the direction they want. Fochi goes for another clear. Draco from the middle of the map is going to go for a hit, but it's not going to work out as Fochi now clears the ball. Silas tries to get that center. It's just not going to work out, but Draco goes for the shot. And SSDD there is going to be able to hit the ball in the perfect direction just to throw it off. Silas from the ceiling. Can SSDD do anything about it? No, he can't. What a goal. Just taking it up the wall. Able to get that bounce on it. Five to 1 now. Fochi goes for another clear. Draco's there to answer it. SSDD just barely missing it. That's going to leave Tim Time alone to defend. And is they able to? Fochi gets back in the perfect amount of time. SSDD now clears it up. Tim Time is going to be able to try to center it here as Silas tries to just disrupt the play, bringing it all the way back, and is able to get it over the head of Fochi. Silas on a roll. 3 goals this game. You can see just the speed there as that final jump. It's just able to get it over the top of Fochi's car. 6 to 1 with 12 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Dublin Coffman are going to try to score another goal. Is it gonna, excuse me, happen? Not sure. And with 0 seconds on the clock, all this ball has to do is hit the ground and it will be over. Tim Time tries to take it up, and Dublin Coffman end up winning 3-0 in week 7. And what a crazy game. I mean, Teays Valley, they had the start of those couple of games, had me convinced that they were gonna be winning, but Dublin Coffman able to keep their composure throughout the games and be able to come back at certain times. I think 2 of the 3 games they played, Teays Valley's actually started with the lead. And Dublin Coffman, like I say, just keeping their composure, good rotates, an excellent performance from Silas with a couple of crazy goals. And same with Draco. And that is going to be week 7 of Esports Ohio Premier Rocket League. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.